Hello everyone, and today I'll be showing you how to use Oracle's VirtualBox. Now, if you don't know what VirtualBox is, it is basically it allows you to run other operating systems while having your host operating system still running. So to get VirtualBox, just load up your browser. I'm using Chrome right now. You can use whatever browser you want, and just type into Google or whatever is your favorite search engine, a virtual VirtualBox, okay, and then you'll see Oracle VM VirtualBox at virtualbox.org. That is the Oracle one. That is not like some other fake one. This is the real one, and you can actually go to downloads, and you can download the one for Windows hosts. Then you have OS X hosts, Linux hosts, and Solaris hosts. Those are the operating systems and binaries that are released. And just keep in note they are under the terms of the general public license version 2, not version 3, which has some changes. Anyway, so you can download that. I've already done so. I am covering the one on Windows. I'm not covering the one that has to do with Linux or OS X or Solaris. I do not have a Solaris machine, and Linux, you'll have to I'll explain Linux in like a couple minutes. Anyway, so what you can do now is you can run Oracle VM VirtualBox. So let's have that started. Okay, so this is our thing. That is fine. We don't need to update right now. I'll probably update it some other time. Anyway, so now I already have an operating system loaded called Windows 3.1. It is actually Windows 3.1, and I'll show you how to create a new virtual machine. I only have the Windows 3.1 disk image, so I can only show you that. Now, just a little side note: for you to run these operating systems, you must actually have the disk image. So oftentimes for your newer operating systems, if you want to run, let's say, like Mac OS X on a Windows computer, you can with the virtual machine, but you must buy the image. So it's equivalent of buying the Mac OS X, which I do not know how much that costs. So you can always look it up. I'm not going to. Luckily, if you're gonna use something like Linux, pretty much all the Linux distros are free, so you can get their image for free and no problem. But stuff like Windows, unless they've been heavily outdated, like Windows 3.1, which was like, I don't know, the like 80s or 90s time, and it's now 2013, you're not gonna actually find a image that someone's gonna sell to you, or like Microsoft is not gonna license it anymore because it's so old. But stuff like XP or Vista, you probably still need to buy it, or even Windows 95 or so. I've seen that from different users and forums that I've been on VirtualBox. Anyway, click New. Now you can call it something. I'll just call it tutorial operating system. I don't know why it changed to Linux anyway. So you can go to Microsoft Windows. We don't want Windows XP because I don't have an XP image. I don't have any other image. So I will put Windows 3.1 plus. Okay. So then I'll hit next. You can change this. I'm just gonna leave. Sorry for that. Anyway, so now I just want to show you one thing. Okay, so I'll just open a new File Explorer window. Okay, so now I probably in the YouTube description I will have probably a link to download Windows 3.1 or so if you want to try it out, because it's pretty cool. At least so I do have it downloaded. It is just giving a heads up, it is a tar GZ. So if you're on Windows, which I am on, you will need Sigwin. And I did unwrap it, and it gives me this MS-DOS folder, and they have a good VBox or VirtualBox image, virtual disk image, MS-DOS 6.22. which I can select here because I've already, or if it's not, it'll, first time you use it, it'll say, it won't say anything, so you would have to choose a virtual hard drive file, and I already have one. So I'll just hit create. And there you go, we've created our tutorial operating system. Now let's start it. So it'll bring up this new window, and it'll say starting MS-DOS. Now do note this is old, so you'll see old copyright notices like 1997. So yeah, anyway, and I'll just show you a quick tour of Windows 3.1 while we're here. Anyway, so we'll say, and just a side note. Okay, so I'm just gonna enter mouse capture, which basically means there's no mouse in MS-DOS because it's literally just black and gray. So, but outside there will be a mouse. That's your standard OS mouse. Anyway, so to run Windows, I'm gonna run it standard, so Win/S, and you'll see Microsoft Windows loaded. Now I actually do have a mouse. Windows gives a mouse, but do note that this mouse is slightly glitchy because of the fact that the operating system itself was written to use only Microsoft mouse and the IBM mouse, and you can actually check in control panel for mouse. It'll say or so, it was here somewhere. It doesn't matter now. We don't need track speed and stuff anyway. Okay, Alt F4 to close stuff, that's obvious. You can even do Alt F4 for the operating system and it'll shut off Windows. Anyway, so this is your basic thing, and you'll see sometimes it won't let you move your mouse, and those are like temporary glitches, but you can use like all these apps. Some stuff does not work because you'd have to get the drivers installed, which are on my computer. I didn't bother. So you'll see some stuff like this application execution error and stuff. Anyway, that was a lot. So just to shut off, you can just hit Alt F4, and it'll say this will end your Windows session. Hit OK, and yeah, that is MS-DOS again. So that's it. I'll just hit X, and then it'll ask me what to do. I don't need to save the machine state because anyway I'm going to delete this now. So yeah, and to delete, just giving you a hint, just right click, you can see the settings, you can remove, you can even clone it if you want, and just hit remove, and I'll just say remove only. I'm not going to delete my files. But just to give you another thing to think about, I will not to even though this video is probably getting kind of long, so I still have a 15-minute restriction. Anyway, pretty sure somewhere in documents. I'm not actually sure where it is though. C colon. I will let's see. Oh yes. Sorry. So under your C colon users and whatever your username is, you can go to VirtualBox VMs and you'll see this is their stuff. So this is my operating system that I was using. This was an earlier tutorial that I was gonna put up, but it turned out to be too big or whatever. Anyway, so then you can manually delete them because once I did have a problem where it deleted my actual virtual hard disk, which was the MS-DOS 6.22, which I actually wanted. So anyway, so that's basically it. So then you can just close out VirtualBox, and that's it. So thanks for watching, and see you later. Goodbye.